Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be taking a short look at a game called Monster League. This just released in early access, and as you can probably tell, it is a Halloween-themed kart racing game. Very, very similar to Mario Kart for sure. There's boosts, there's drifting, there's various power-ups you can pick up. I think I just got a shield, can do a little bunny hop. So yeah, this would be a great game to play with friends, especially just in time for Halloween. I love the map design, especially this map. It's very, very detailed. It is in early access, and I believe there's only 2 maps currently, which is a bit unfortunate. You kind of expect there to be a lot more maps in a kart racing game. So I would say that's probably the biggest downfall, is that there's really not a whole lot of content. There's not any like single player campaign experience either. You just play locally or online multiplayer. So that's kind of unfortunate. There's also a couple other flaws that I found with the game. First of all, I'm playing as like the Frankenstein character, and I'm just going to come to a stop so people can pass me. I want to show you, I have the kart or the character that has the highest top speed, and since you pick up boosts so often, it's very easy for me to just pass everyone because I'm effectively faster because I picked the kart with the highest top speed. So I guess that's one downfall. Like if you do play this game, I mean, I think the Frankenstein character is probably the best. I think there's one other character that has a pretty high top speed as well, but I would say that's a major flaw considering there's such a, like there's some balancing issues, I should say, between the characters. Another problem I've seen is that if you're in first place, you can pick up all the boost meters, or the, I don't know what you call these, the boost canisters, because there's no one in front of you. If you're behind the pack, like if you're in last place, it's a bit harder to catch up just because you're not picking up the boosts, because the people in front of you are picking up all the boosts and power-ups. Which is like, I guess you would say that's a problem with Mario Kart as well. But I think in Mario Kart there's more power-ups that allow you to catch up. In this game there really isn't that many. There's some like skulls and stuff that you can fire at the person in front of you. There's really not anything that stops the first placeman from getting really, really far ahead. But if you're looking for a fun little kart racing game to play with a friend for Halloween, I would say this is pretty enjoyable. I think I saw in the Steam store that it's like $10 or $11. There's like a 33% off sale. I would say that's still a little bit pricey. I mean, the game is in early access, but I always like judge a game's price based on how much content it has, and this game literally only has 2 levels, so probably not going to be getting too much out of it. There is some different game modes as well. There's like a Rocket League style like soccer, or I guess some people call it football, arena. There's also hockey and some like deathmatch arenas as well. So they're really going for a Halloween-themed Mario Kart for sure. I think they can just work on a couple like mechanical problems, and this game would be a little bit more enjoyable. Maybe add some sort of like single-player, like cup or championship-style modes would make the game a lot more enjoyable. Let's go back to the main menu. So there's ball, or I guess that's soccer, sort of like Rocket League, hockey, battleground, golden egg, and then capture the frog. So there's a bunch of different party game modes, but I think I'm just going to do another race, and I want to show you the other level. As you can see here, there's only 2 levels, which is very, very unfortunate. It's really hard to recommend a game when there's only 2 levels. I will say both of these levels are super well designed though. And like I was saying earlier, the characters do have different stats, and from what I've been able to tell, you might as well pick the characters with the best speed. The top speed is what you're going for, just because the boost puts you at your top speed almost instantly. I'm actually really impressed with this level in particular. The graphics, the lighting, and the detail is pretty incredible. It's just surprising to see in an indie kart racing game like this that only has 2 levels, for the levels to be crafted so well. But beyond that, the actual gameplay, it's good, but I think it could be improved quite a bit. They just iron out some of the mechanical issues, and if they add a bunch more maps, I think it would be a solid value in terms of price. Currently, I think it's a little bit too expensive. $10 for 2 levels, that's pretty ridiculous. But you are paying for early access, so there's of course going to be more content in the future. I also haven't been drifting, but if I really wanted to get ahead, all I would have to do is hold the A button, and you can drift anywhere. And you can basically drift in almost like a straight line, and you get your turbo back so fast. So every time you encounter a turn, you just drift a little bit, you get full turbo, and then you can boost your way to victory. But yeah, the bots really aren't challenging at all. I don't think there's any way to change their difficulty either. As you can see, like, how far ahead am I already? It's only been like a minute and I'm like 20 seconds ahead. So yeah, all I can really say is I think the level design is fantastic and the game isn't bad for sure. Usually with kart racing games, they're either extremely terrible or they're really good. And when they're really good, they're usually made by AAA companies like Sega. Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed is a fantastic kart racing game, or Nintendo. And also I remember playing Crash Team Racing back when I was younger. That game is fantastic. They really need to make like a remake or a sequel to Crash Team Racing because I really enjoyed that game. So I think that was the end of the first lap. I'll play one more lap and then I'll probably end the video here. Nothing too spectacular. It just seems like I'm racing alone at this point. But yeah, I really think they need to balance out the characters a little bit better so that it's a little bit more enjoyable. Or make some sort of way for like the person in last place to catch up. I know in Mario Kart there's like the blue shell. In this game there's really none of that. There's also like the lightning bolt in Mario Kart. Did I go out of the map? It just spawned me, I wasn't paying attention. Love the level design though. I mean, if they can release like 10 more maps, I think it would be a fantastic experience. They also sort of need like a single player mode, I think. Some sort of reward for completing levels. Because not everyone's going to have friends to play with, so I don't know. I feel like games like this that rely so much on multiplayer and playing with other people, I really think they need to have a little bit more substance behind it to make it replayable for people who may not have a lot of friends to play with. But I will say, if you are looking for a game to pick up for Halloween and you just want to have some fun with a friend, it'd be a good experience. I just think it's a little bit too pricey. Love these maps though, they're so diverse and interesting. Going through a pyramid. And there's like a hole in the ground, you have to press A to jump over them. To do a little bunny hop. Alright, so that's the end of this level. I'm going to actually wait here for a second. I want to see like how far ahead I was. They're like so far behind. I'm not really sure why they're so bad. I think it's just because my character has so much higher top speed. Oh, he hit the trap. And I win! Okay, so that was just a quick look at Monster League. You can find it on Steam. There'll be a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.